A Florida man gets deep into the self-love and follows women around at a Starbucks. A Florida man smoked meth and stole a train on his birthday. A Florida woman's face is paralyzed after she got botox in a shed. And a Florida man stole 58 right shoes. Police are investigating. These are the weird stories on Weird AF News for Friday. And they're all from the state of Florida, because on Friday I only do weird news from Florida. It's Florida Friday on Weird AF News. All of the degenerate information coming out of Florida this week. Not all of it, but 4 very important stories. A Florida man touched himself and followed women around at a Starbucks. Listen, we don't judge at Weird AF News, all right? Mating rituals vary from state to state. In Florida, this is called flirting, all right? Now, this story of romance is out of Miami Beach. A Florida man who identified himself to authorities as, quote, a homeless model. Have you ever heard of a homeless model? Wow. These influencers are just getting out of control. You got hair models, you got makeup models, you got hand models, you got homeless models. I didn't even know. This homeless model is facing multiple criminal charges after allegedly touching himself in full public view at a Miami Beach Starbucks. This triggered a dramatic confrontation with the police and, in addition, widespread disgust among the customers. What are they so disgusted about? This is a model, after all right? I'm sure his body was just beautiful. Right? We're talking about, this isn't your ordinary homeless man. This is a homeless man with an 8-pack. Oh, I'm looking at the photo. Okay. Blake Rain, the Florida man. I'm going to say straight up, Blake doesn't really look like a model, but I don't know. I don't know the homeless model industry, so I can't really judge. I will say this. I do not want to witness a homeless model runway show. No. I don't want to see men like this Florida man on a catwalk. I don't think you do either. Now, it says here the Florida man Blake Rain, age 27, was arrested after police responded to multiple calls from disturbed patrons at a Starbucks located on 29th Street. According to the arrest report, Blake's obscene behavior lasted nearly 10 minutes during which he exposed himself and touched himself in both indoor and outdoor seating areas. He was just moving around, just providing a show. Just 70 more seconds. Could I just get 70 more seconds? I promise I'll be out of here. Oh, my goodness. This is a nightmare. A strange choice to do it at a Starbucks. Perhaps this Florida man had already been kicked out of the Waffle House, is my guess. So he just went to a business that has less security. I wonder if he's going to up his game and get himself a white van and go pro. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't want to wait and see. Now, in this article, they have a witness named Alyssa. She no doubt is going to need some therapy after this PTSD, this post-traumatic Starbucks experience. PTSE. Did I just make something up? It's real. Everybody in Florida needs therapy, it would seem. Alyssa filmed the suspect on her phone and then later spoke to police. She said that she felt compelled to confront the Florida man after witnessing the prolonged lewd behavior in this public space. Her video quickly spread on social media, drawing public backlash and renewed scrutiny of the city's homeless crisis that's going on in Miami Beach. Yeah, take a number, Miami Beach. Every major city in the U.S. has a homeless crisis, so sadly, you have one of those cities where it's really warm, so you're gonna get homeless models naked outside in public. All right, let's get back into the story and get the details of the Florida man. Find out what was the outcome. Did he give an unsuspecting customer a full body latte with extra foam? I hope not. I believe that would be assault. When the officers arrived at the scene, the Florida man fled on foot, prompting a brief chase through the Miami Beach neighborhood. One witness recorded the arrest and the chase, which turned violent as the police repeatedly ordered the Florida man to please comply. According to the police department's arrest report, officers deployed their dart-firing stun guns approximately 8 times after the Florida man refused to surrender. The report also described officers delivering, quote, closed-fist distraction blows. Wow, closed-fist distraction blows. I've never heard of that before. Sounds like you're covering up something that was painful. Did you strike the man in the face? Yes, we did, but those were distraction blows, all right? We're just trying to distract him. Wow. I hope ICE doesn't hear this phrase because they're going to use this all the time. Okay, so in the end, the officers had to deliver fist distraction blows and kicks to the lower back. Well, the kicks weren't for distraction. That was for subduing him. The kicks were intentionally painful. The Florida man was eventually restrained and transported to a medical center. No word on the drugs. It sounds to me like this seems like a drug situation. It sounds like this Florida man totally lost the war on drugs and found himself naked at a Starbucks. I mean, on some level, he's probably very upset because it's hard to get modeling work right now. I don't know if you guys are aware of this situation in the modeling world. They're using AI models. This poor guy's getting replaced by an AI model. So he's not very pleased. And then to top it all off, that morning he switched to decaf. And, this is what you got. You got yourself some lewd and lascivious behavior at a Starbucks. Lewd and lascivious behavior. The behavior that we encounter most in Florida. A Florida man celebrated his birthday by smoking meth and stealing a train, also picking up riders, according to police. This story's out of Key West. Before we judge this Florida man, we need to know, what birthday was it? Was it the 100th birthday? Because you're allowed to do whatever you want on your 100th birthday, right? I think you could steal a train. You could do all the drugs you want, right? I mean, I think that's how it works, right? It better work that way, because when I turn 100, if I ever turn 100, I'm not sure I will turn 100, but if I do turn 100, I'm going to go total debaucherous. There's going to be debauchery and shenanigans and tomfoolery, and I'm going hard, and I don't care what the ramifications are. And no one's going to stop me, all right? I'm going to break major laws on my 100th birthday. What do I care? We're going to put me in jail for 4 months until I croak? What do I give a damn? All right, I've clearly gone off the rails here. Let's get some details of what really happened here, this Florida Keys story. The police say a man told the police, quote, "Today is my birthday," after being told he was under arrest for stealing a tour train. This was on the 4th of July. He stole a tour train. Not sure what a tour train is, but let's find out. According to the report, July 4th was indeed Florida man Jonathan Patrick Winslow's birthday, his 57th birthday. All right, so not a special birthday, 57, although we don't know that. Maybe nobody in his family lived past 56, so this was a big day for him, a big celebration, a milestone for the entire Winslow family. Well, nonetheless, Winslow's facing some criminal charges after being accused of taking one of the famous vehicles and taking it on a meth-fueled joyride. Well, I love that phrase, meth-fueled joyride. You better believe I'm having a meth-fueled joyride on my 100th birthday. Not on my 57th birthday, though. I'm going to probably take it pretty easy. It'll be some Guinness, maybe. Just like scroll on my phone and answer some texts. It's probably a pretty chill birthday. All right, back to the details of this lovely birthday celebration. The police went to the Conch Tour Train Depot. It's called the Conch Tour, C-O-N-C-H Tour Train. I don't know what this is. It's probably got maybe the train cars are in the shape of conches, which is basically a shell, from my understanding, from my limited understanding of seashell paraphernalia. Okay, they received a report that the conch train had been stolen and was being GPS tracked around downtown. The report states that Winslow, the Florida man, left his Kia behind at the depot, still running, with rock music playing on the radio. So he left his car with the music playing. He had a real urge to be a train conductor. Obviously, it's his birthday. This guy's giving people free rides on the tour train, just paying it forward, this legend. Now, according to one of the employees of the train depot, this Florida man, Winslow, walked into the depot, claimed that he used to work for the tour company many years ago, and asked for a tour of the train. He then got into one of the train vehicles and drove off, leaving the employee confused, thinking that Winslow may have had permission to take the train. Winslow did not have permission. I love how the employees just left confused. Yeah, I'd imagine that Florida citizens are left confused every single damn day. I mean, be lucky you're only confused and not shocked, abused, and insulted. I mean, be thankful Winslow had his clothes on. Let's be real. Okay, so then it seems that the Florida man had the train and went on a little joyride. And according to the police, he actually picked up some random passengers while driving the train as well. You just got to love it. He's paying it forward. Anyone want a free ride? It's 4th of July. Also, it's my birthday. I mean, it sounds like Winslow's going to be the next candidate for Florida governor, right? Imagine being picked up by this train. I mean, you don't know that This is a man high on meth conducting. He has on the microphone, if you look to your left, it's Walrus Beach, pretty cool beach. Oh, man, I woke up naked there one morning. I don't know how it happened, but yeah, got some good drugs on Walrus Beach. Highly recommended after dark. All right. Hey, now, how about a song? Who wants to hear a song about trains? Come on, ride the train. Let's ride it. Come on, ride the train. We ride it. Come on, it's the choo-choo train. Also, it's my birthday. Come on, it's my birthday train. Come on, ride my birthday train. Oh, anyway, hey, anyone want to hit my birthday pipe back there? I mean, imagine. Good times on the meth train. Mummy, I love this train. Look, it even has smoke coming out of the front smokestack. Honey, that's not a smokestack. That's the train conductor's face. Okay, so as you know, the police eventually stopped the train, and they found Winslow exhibiting, quote, rapid speech, and in addition, he appeared very excited, a little more excited than you typically would on your 57th birthday, let's just say that. When Winslow was told he was facing charges, he claimed he merely, quote, borrowed the trolley, saying that he used to work for the company and that today is his birthday. Again, he thinks everything is excusable by just saying, today's my birthday. Come on, guys. It's my birthday. Can't I smoke meth and pick up strangers on a train that I don't own? The report states that while being searched at the prison, the corrections deputy found a pipe in Winslow's pocket. At that moment, police claim Winslow said, "It's my weed pipe." It's my birthday weed pipe. It was not a weed pipe, according to the police. Instead, it was categorized as a methamphetamine pipe, which is a little more extravagant of a drug paraphernalia, if I will. This is special, though, because it's birthday drug paraphernalia. Now, the birthday boy here faces charges such as burglary, grand theft auto, and possession of drug. You know the word. Say it with me on 3. 3, 2, 1. Paraphernalia. Now, the birthday boy is being held on $60,000 bond. Oh, that seems a little extreme. $60,000 for what? For sacrificing his precious birthday to provide some free travel to the community? Bollocks.
You know that one friend who somehow knows everything about money? Yeah, now imagine they live in your phone. Say hey to Experian, your big financial friend. It's the app that helps you check your FICO score, find ways to save, and basically feel like a financial genius. And guess what? It's totally free. So go on, download the Experian app. Trust me, having a BFF like this is a total game changer.
A Florida woman's face is sadly paralyzed after she received botox in a backyard shed. Another Florida woman has been arrested after the police claim she was running an underground spa from a shed in her backyard garden. In May, a woman went to the Port St. Lucie Police Department and told the police that she had recently been treated by a woman named Rosa, who she believed was practicing without a license. What made you think that Rosa was practicing without a license? Could it be the backyard garden shed where you received your treatments? I mean, are we supposed to feel bad for somebody that got some treatments in a shed? This woman explained to the police that she had experienced some facial paralysis after getting treated in Rosa's, quote, backyard spa. The backyard spa. What gave it away that this wasn't a legitimate medical facility? I don't know. The backyard spa sign. The woman confronted Rosa about her condition afterward and was refunded $325, according to the police. She was then asked to return to the clinic to receive vitamin injections that would reverse the effects. She called it a clinic. I mean, this woman, Rose, is confident that you're going to overlook, I don't know, the shed in her backyard. You're going to allow her to get away with calling it a clinic. Yeah, could you come back to the clinic? Rosa, you're still calling it a clinic? Come on now, lady. Now, according to the victim, she went back to the clinic for the backyard shed clinic for further injections to reverse the paralysis. And she received those injections, but the paralysis continued. What a surprise. You went back to the backyard shed health spa and you weren't able to be cured? Wow, whoa, I would have never thought. Oh, and there's more amazing details of these geniuses. The victim said her paralysis continued, so that's when she asked to see Rosa's medical license and other credentials. You mean the the printout that she had tacked to the side of the backyard fence wasn't enough for you? That MD that was written in crayon on the side of the shed, that wasn't enough for you to be for credentials? Well, I mean, everybody involved in this is a moron. Now, according to the police department, some documents were provided by Rosa, but they were altered certificates of phlebotomy. Rosa reportedly told the customer she had previously been a doctor in the Dominican Republic. Well, that makes it all go away, right? Oh, I feel much better that you were a doctor on a beach. Oh, you did Botox injections on the dock? Oh, great. I'm sure you can handle this backyard shed situation. This is an upgrade from what you're used to. Eventually, the police officers obtained a search warrant for Rosa's shed and found evidence that they believed backed the woman's story. Medical beds, medications, vials, needles, fat sculpting machines, PRP injections, microneedling equipment, laser hair removal equipment, liposuction machines, massage equipment, Botox, and injectable devices were all found inside the shed. How big was this shed? This is a giant shed, man. You can fit all these alteration equipments. Can you speak English, Jonesy? I don't know. That's just a lot of equipment in a shed, man. You know, right? There's a bed in there. She's like doing. I don't. It's an extravagant shed. Maybe I would have been fooled. Oh, is this where I get? Is this where I get my Brazilian butt implant? Well, it's a very extravagant shed. Okay, let's go through with it, Rosa. You sure it's only $400 for my new ass? Now, after the arrest, the police department issued a public warning about unlicensed clinics and technicians on their social media pages. Well, maybe you ought to do it in another place other than your social media, because people in Florida aren't getting the message, okay? We got dentistry in kitchens. We got Brazilian butt lifts taking place on back porches. I mean, this is what's going on in Florida. So you might want to have another, I don't know, try a different way of issuing public warnings instead of Facebook. Florida police are investigating the theft of 53 right shoes. This bizarre moment where a thief stole 53 right shoes from a shopping center was captured on surveillance footage. The incident occurred at the Kissimmee Shopping Center on Monday. According to investigators, the surveillance footage from inside the shopping center shows the Florida man with a cart on wheels, and it has empty suitcases on top. He approaches a shoe table and loads the right shoes into the luggage and then pushes his cart away. So right shoes into the luggage. Very odd target. I'm looking at the photo. Looks like the man has both of his limbs, because you would think that the suspect has one leg, but no, has both legs. Maybe these are for a friend with one leg. I don't know. Did we just learn about a new drug called right shoe? Is people getting high off the right shoe down in Florida? Oh man, last night was crazy, bro. Oh, dude, we had a case of right shoes. Bro, so messed up on right shoes. Oh, man, I can't do right shoe anymore, man. I can't. Last time I woke up with my pants unbuttoned in a Walmart parking lot. Oh, crazy, man. Danny, how could you? Are you doing right shoe again? You told me you stopped, Danny. You told me you stopped doing right shoe. I'm going to lose you to right shoe. I know it. And scene. Scenes, plural. How about that? I'm just acting out the world of right shoe as a drug. That's what you get on Weird AF News. You get nonsense. Aren't you glad you stopped by? All right. So they interviewed Tracy, who's the shoe store owner. She said that the corresponding left shoes, the 58 left shoes, is it 58? 53. Certain amount of left shoes were still securely stored in the back of the store. She said, quote, "It's just never really occurred to us that someone would actually want to steal a right shoe. Never mind over 50 right shoes. It's very bizarre. We're still scratching our heads over this one. Clearly they are not pairs. It's pretty obvious that they're all right feet, but maybe the man was in a rush and just thought, okay, I'll just grab these. Or maybe he has a friend that only requires the right shoe." Well, Tracy's got a sense of humor about this whole thing. Despite her inventory being pilfered. How about that? Pilfered. Pretty good verb. Now, this theft, of course, has left Tracy, the owner of the shoe store, with an open question on what to do with the remaining, what she calls unsellable left shoes, to which I say, Tracy, get creative. Don't give up on this. I say you put out an ad right now that says, if you happen to have one leg, well, hop on down to the shoe barn where there's a sale. Half pairs going cheap. Well, thank you, my fellow weirdos and loyal listeners. I appreciate you getting with me here on the Weird AF News podcast, Florida Friday edition. So I think it was a pretty decent one. I want to thank everybody who sent me Florida stories the past couple of days. Very helpful. I appreciate your participation. I appreciate your time. Now, I hope you're having a lovely weekend, or you had one, or you're about to have one. In addition, if you have just won the lottery and you'd like to support Weird AF News, I have a website, weirdafnews.com, where you can go and support the show. You can join the Patreon. You can buy a coffee, do all those things. And so check that out, weirdafnews.com. If you'd like to email me, it's funnyjones@gmail.com, and my Instagram is @funnyjones. Please check that out. I got a show tonight down in Orange County. It's a Friday night show. If you happen to be in the area, check out my Instagram, @funnyjones. It has all the information. All right, I won't keep you. Have some fun. Hold on to your shoes.